The red dot was centered on my forehead. I could see the sniper's position, 400 yards, second floor window. His finger was on the trigger. I had maybe 2 seconds before my brain was scattered across the Canadian snow. What happened in the next 3 seconds defies every law of physics. The shot was fired. I saw the muzzle flash, but the bullet never reached me, and what the ballistic experts found has no explanation. I'm Robert Mackenzie, 42 years old, 20-year veteran of the Royal Canadian Mounted Police Tactical Unit. This happened in Yellowknife, Northwest Territories, February 2021. I was lead negotiator on a hostage situation that had gone on for 14 hours. I'd talked down armed suspects before. This one was different. February in Yellowknife hits -35 Celsius, the kind of cold that burns your lungs. We'd been positioned since dawn around a 2-story house where Dennis Kowalski had barricaded himself with his ex-wife and 8-year-old daughter. Dennis was 46, decorated veteran, Afghanistan, PTSD, failed marriage, custody battle, he'd snapped. I'd been on the phone with him for 6 hours, making progress, small wins. He'd let the daughter use the bathroom, accepted water, sent in her medication, good signs. At 18:30 hours, Dennis agreed to come to the window, just to talk face to face. My commander's voice crackled in my earpiece. "Rob, I don't like this, hold position." But Dennis was there, first time I'd seen his face all day, exhausted, broken, human. "I just want to see someone," he said. I made the decision, stepped into the open, removed my helmet, 30 feet between us. "I'm here, Dennis, I'm listening." It was working. Dennis was crying, talking about his daughter, his mistakes. The rifle was visible, leaning against the wall, not in his hands. Then his ex-wife screamed something inside. Dennis's face changed. 15 years of police work teaches you to read that shift. His hand moved toward the rifle. "Sniper, do you have the shot?" "Affirmative." "Rob, get down." But I couldn't move. If I spooked him, he might turn that rifle on his family. His daughter was behind him, 8 years old, brown hair and pigtails. Dennis grabbed the rifle, not pointing at me, not yet, just holding it. "Dennis, put it down, we're so close." The barrel was rising, level with my chest, my throat, my face. I could see down the barrel. I could see his eye behind the scope, his finger on the trigger. Time became razor sharp, every detail crystallized. The condensation from my breath, the wind moving snow, the red dot on my forehead from our counter sniper. Dennis's face, not angry, empty. "I'm sorry, Rob." His finger tightened. "Take the shot." I heard our sniper fire. Corporal Chen, best shot in the territory. 400 yards, he could thread a needle. Dennis's head snapped, the rifle fell, his body dropped. But before Chen's bullet reached him, I saw Dennis's muzzle flash. He'd fired 30 feet, dead center on my face. I was still standing. My hand went to my face, no pain, no blood, no impact. Commander Morrison was screaming my name, running across the snow. Chen was shouting reports. The entry team was breaching for the hostages. But I was touching my face, my chest, checking for the wound that had to be there. Nothing. Morrison grabbed my shoulders, spinning me around. "Where are you hit, Rob? Where are you hit?" I'm not hit." "That's impossible," he fired, we all saw it. The ballistics team arrived 30 minutes later. They found Chen's round easily, perfect shot. Dennis's round took 4 hours to find. 60 feet behind where I'd been standing, buried in a snowbank. Inspector David Okonkwo held that bullet and stared at it. 28 years with the RCMP, ballistics expert, testified in 43 trials. "Mackenzie, look at this." The round was pristine, no deformation, no impact marks, no blood, no bone fragments. "Rob, this round passed within inches of your position. We have your boot prints, we have the angle, the trajectory, the math is perfect." He held up the bullet. "This should have killed you. This should have fragments of your skull embedded in it." "But it doesn't." "No, it passed through the exact space your head occupied and somehow didn't hit you." They tested everything. The rifle functioned perfectly. The ammunition was standard. They ran the ballistic simulation 17 times. Every single simulation, fatal headshot, center mass, no margin of error. Okonkwo closed his report with a sentence never seen in RCMP documents. Bullet trajectory consistent with fatal impact. Absence of injury unexplained by ballistic analysis. The little girl was safe, her mother was safe. Those were the official outcomes. My outcome took longer to process. 3 months later, Okonkwo called me in. He'd continued working the case on his own time. Rob, I've analyzed over 3,000 shootings. I've never written a report like yours. I showed your case to experts in the US, UK, and France. Nobody can explain it. He pulled out a diagram. The round passed through this space. We know this from entry and recovery points, basic geometry. His finger traced the path. Your head was in that space. We have 3 angles of video. Your head was there. But somehow, at the exact microsecond that bullet occupied the same space as your head, something happened that's not in any physics textbook. I'm 45 now, 3 years past the day I should have died. I still work negotiation, but differently. I know how thin the line is. I know all our training, all our equipment, all our planning can come down to one moment where the universe decides which way it goes. I think about Dennis too, how a decorated soldier could hurt so badly he'd throw everything away. How maybe with different words he'd still be here watching his daughter grow up. I don't have answers, just a bullet in an evidence bag that somehow missed from 30 feet away. If you believe some moments can't be explained by physics alone, type Amen below. And if someone in your life is struggling, reach out today, make the call, because sometimes the only thing between tragedy and miracle is someone who cares enough to try.